Welcome to Survival Theory. I'm in the Boone National Forest in Kentucky. It's absolutely beautiful, very beautiful. I'm pushing myself very hard because I'd like to get somewhere very far away. I think I just scared some deer. I'd like to get somewhere very far away to camp. I've got miles to go. I've got about 3 miles to go. Then I've got to leave the trail and head south. Try to hit one of these major rivers around here. It was right around here somewhere. There's a footprint. It's the only set of footprints I've seen. No deer tracks. So, the only dangers out here are rattlesnakes, coral snakes, copperheads, black bears. There's no Antifa or BLM out here, which is pretty cool. So I'm pushing myself really hard, doing a lot of running. Oh, it's friggin' beautiful. Huge rock outcropping right there. Whew. Oh, this Kentucky area is just gorgeous. And it's hard on me. I'm from Texas, flat Texas, you know, close to sea level. So this is a real trial for me, running around in the mountains. And it's making me very hungry, so let's get busy. So 1 canteen of water later, I've reached my destination. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful area. I thought I was going to go farther that direction, but the banks look too muddy and steep. I've got a big rock outcropping here, a lot of flat, rocky area. Got a place where I can set up my hammock. There's fish around here. Got the noise of the water. This is just gorgeous. I've got about maybe, it's hard to tell, but I guess maybe an hour of light left. So I'm going to get camp set up. First I want to check out something I saw over there. Looked like maybe a body against the rocks. I hope it's not a body. That's going to ruin my trip. It's not a body. So back to camping. Proof of fish. But what ate the fish? Bear? Check that out. Muddy paw print on a dark rock. Now that's awesome. So I've got my hammock stretched out there. It's a good spot. I had to run some webbing over to this tree. And I'm going to build my fire right in here in the rocks. I've got a log to sit on here. So I was overturning the rocks to see what was around my feet. Check that out. That's a fine specimen. So I got a whole dry log like that. Can you see it? Smells like pine saw. That's a good thing. So tonight I'm going to have Mountain House lasagna with meat sauce. 2.5 servings. This is going to be good. Probably have this in a granola bar. Maybe some hot chocolate later tonight. I'm going to go ahead and cook it here at camp. And what I'll do is rinse all this out in the river. Clean my utensils in the river. Burn everything possible. I'll probably hang my food in a tree not too far from here. You know, all that bear stuff. Because I do have some bacon, that pre-cooked stuff. I'm sure bears love bacon. How often do bears have bacon? So there are some big mosquitoes coming out. And some kind of black fly that bites. And I'm sure there's probably ticks everywhere. I'll have to check myself. I'm real sensitive if they're crawling on me. I feel it, usually. But I didn't bring any mosquito spray. And I generally don't use insect repellent anymore. Thanks to Rewild University. You can blame him for that. It's going to be a beautiful night. Bone appetite. So it's about 11 o'clock at night. I'm pretty tired, but there's no way I'm going to bed without checking out the wildlife, the small wildlife. Frogs, maybe some salamanders, maybe see some fish. So let's go check it out. Small fish. What kind of fish is that? Just jumped out of the water there. That's pretty funny. Running away so fast that he just jumped out of the water. There's a crawfish right in there. Look at that. Good food and good bait. There's a little fishy. Good for a snack. Lots of tiny little crawfish in here. So this is not a video filled with survival lessons or how to do this or that. Just out here enjoying nature, practicing a few skills. Might try my hand at fishing tomorrow. just good to get out, use your gear. I did push myself pretty hard getting here, going through the mountains. I could feel the burn in my legs going uphill, running with that pack on. I'll probably do the same when I leave tomorrow. Out here in the wild, everything's peaceful. Everything's pleasant. Now, bad things can happen, but you know, that's just life. But out there in the Matrix, things are real bad. And I'm going to have to leave this beautiful area and go back to the Matrix. Now, at the end of most of my videos, I say, be prepared, it's coming. Well, it's here. It's definitely here. You need to prepare now, not later. You need to get gear while you can. You need to train with that gear while you can. Stock up on food, medical supplies, printer, ink. Because unfortunately, this is the kind of atmosphere where you might need to have a printer handy. You might have to answer the call to defend your home, your community. So get in shape. Number one, get in shape. Number two, get some training with what you have. Number three, get more gear. Food, supplies, ammo. Do it now while you can. Meanwhile, it's going to be a beautiful night out here. I've occupied this space. This is the survival snake zone. See you in the morning. Another beautiful morning. It's going to be a beautiful day. So I don't know what time it is. 6:30, 7, whatever. But it's quite chilly. Not cold like I was last time. Just chilly. So I'm going to get a fire started. Get some breakfast. Break camp and maybe do some fishing. So I've got my two interlocking kits here. On the bottom, this is my fishing kit. I'm going to use it. And this is my fire kit. I had a mini Bic in here. And before I started hiking yesterday, I checked it and it was out of fluid. It had drained out, leaked out somehow. The button wasn't compressed, so it just goes to show you can't depend on a lighter because it was out. But I do have some river birch and white birch. I'll utilize that to get the fire started. Didn't really have to break that up much. So I've got most of my gear packed up. I'm drinking the hot cocoa. Awesome. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning. The sun's starting to hit the trees down here. And I'm going to put on my hiking boots and go look for a fishing pole. So I'll be back to the trail pretty soon. And then I'm going to hustle it down the trail. Really test myself, push myself up and downhill at these higher elevations. Let's get busy. Before we take off running, look at that. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Size comparison. Whew. I've only gone about 1/4 to 3/8 of a mile, but it's all uphill over some rocky areas, and I'm starting to sweat. I already feel the burn in my legs, so I'm going to take off a layer. Whew. By the time I finish taking this off, put my backpack back on, I'll be ready to rock and roll again. But yeah, I tell you, this beats going to a gym any day. It's beautiful out here. The weather's beautiful. Lots to see. And I'm getting some exercise. I'm running my gear, or running with my gear. Hopefully you're strapping on your bug out bag and running with it to see how that's all working out. Based on my experience with this pack so far, I'm going to buy a new hip belt. But otherwise, it's pretty awesome. Just needs a good supporting hip belt. Whew. Oh, I feel cold now from all that cool air hitting the sweat. All right, let's get busy. When I was younger, our parents kicked us out of the house if we were in there a couple of hours. You know, go outside and play. Go outside, use your imagination, explore, discover, meet friends, whatever. It's a different world in more ways than one. I think I've got less than a mile to go. Somewhere between 3/4 and a mile. Even though I'm running and pushing myself, it's taking a long time to get back because I keep stopping to admire the scenery. Earlier I heard some waterfall or rapids, in the valley below. So I was going to break out my compass and go check it out. But I thought, well, if there's rapids or something down there, someone would have blazed a trail to it from this trail. So I kept hiking, looking for the off trail. There wasn't one. And I decided not to turn back, so I missed out on that. But I could hear the either rapids or a waterfall. Well, thanks for watching Survival Theory. Please share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. As usual, I don't take my keys with me.